Innovis Corporation would like to introduce you to Invisabolt, our latest mounting method for the BB-ADJR adjustable bench unit. This new mounting system allows the BB-ADJR to be mounted up to 58 inches in total width without any visible means of support. Since this unit is a unique mounting system, we will show you the methods and structural requirements needed to install this product successfully in your project. This method of installation requires a 2x4 minimum stud wall, but if possible, mounting the Invisabolt system to a 2x6 stud wall is highly recommended for overall rigidity. 4x6 solid wood blocking is then installed between the studs, set flush to the face of stud that the bench will be mounted to, and be secured with 4 16D nails in each end of the block. The reason for 4 nails in each end is to prevent any movement or pull out of the blocking. The block should extend to the next available stud beyond the end of the bench location and centered at the same height as the bench unit when installed. Now that the wall has been structurally modified and the substrate system has been installed, we will continue with the bench installation. Expand the bench to the desired width up to a maximum of 58 inches by sliding the two pieces apart. With the Invisabolt system, you must expand the bench in 2.5-inch increments so that the large holes in the front of the bench will be aligned. Once expanded, there are 6 1/4-inch holes that will need to be re-drilled for the overlapping metal of the intersecting bench half. They are located in 2 locations in the bottom of each half of the bench and 1 location at the end of the front face of each half. These holes need to be drilled through using a 1/4-inch drill bit. Take the number 12 by 1/2-inch machine screws and nuts that came in the BB-ADJR bench kit and secure the 2 halves together. Next, we locate the visible knockout locations and remove the plug with a pair of adjustable pliers or other suitable tool. You will notice that the Invisabolts will align straight through the front holes to the knockout holes in the back of the bench unit. We then mount the bench to the back and/or side walls depending on your installation. You may want to cut a couple of temporary legs to assist in securing the bench to the wall as we show here. Using the 1/4-inch holes and the supplied fasteners that came with the bench kit, secure the unit to the location. Using a 5/8-inch drill bit, find the center point of each knockout location and drill through substrate and into the wood blocking. A minimum depth of 3 3/4 inch from the face of substrate is the required depth of the holes into the block. Be sure to maintain the drill so that the holes are straight, level, and perpendicular or 90 degrees with the wall. Be careful not to drill through the other side of the wall. Slide the insulator sleeves on the Invisabolts and insert through the large holes in the front face of the BB-ADJR and thread the bolts into the drilled knockout locations. Tighten the bolts until the integral washer face just makes contact with the front face of the BB-ADJR. The mortar used to fill the bench is referred to as a dry pack deck mud. This material is 4 parts sand to 1 part Portland cement. Pre-bag mixes can be used providing they meet this criteria. Using very little water, chop or blend the mix until you achieve a uniform, granular consistency without leaving any dry, powdery pockets. Do not use thin-set mortar as fill material. Pack the bench tight, making sure mortar material is sufficiently packed around bolts and into the corners of the bench. Fill the front face of the BB-ADJR with the same material. Adding a small amount of additional water to make it slightly stickier will assist in filling the front face. Allow fill material to cure for 48 hours minimum prior to continuing. Tighten Invisabolts about 1/4 to 1/2 turn or until resistance is about 15 to 20 pounds of torque. Do not over-tighten or cause any deflection in the face of bench. Tile as desired or use other suitable finish material to cover the bench and front face.